Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and we are back with essentially part 2 or maybe our final Forza Horizon 4 video on this channel for the foreseeable future as we gear up for the release for Forza Horizon 5 Mexico. Who's excited? I know I am, and I have a good feeling that it'll be better than Forza Horizon 4. Now, speaking of Forza Horizon 4, not too long ago, I made this video where I compiled 8 things that I won't miss about the game, and although I would place Horizon 4 on the bottom of my favorite Horizon game list, I would still like to pay my respects to the title, as in today's video we'll be looking at 8 things that I will miss about Forza Horizon 4. But before we continue, a quick word for a sponsor for today's video. NordVPN. Whether you're using your home internet or, God forbid, public Wi-Fi, all of your network can easily be reached by hackers, especially if you're not using a VPN. And I know for myself at this point, I can't afford to have any of my data stolen, and I'm sure you don't want that happening to you too. NordVPN is one of the fastest VPNs in the world, and with a simple change of your IP address, you now have more TV shows on Netflix to choose from, or for me to finally connect with some of my online friends in Asia where we can actually play a game on a mutual server, essentially lag-free. Get NordVPN today for just $79 on a 2-year subscription, which is a 73% discount, and if you use my promo code Ericship, you will also receive an extra month free too. So head over to nordvpn.com/Ericship to check it out. All of the links will be down in the description below. Starting off with number 1, the United Kingdom. So there are 2 main ingredients when it comes to making a Horizon game. One is the cars and the other is of course the location. Now, for the past couple of years, there's been some mixed reviews about the United Kingdom not being the most appropriate setting for a Horizon game. Players within the community, including myself, have argued that the location lacks diversity that we were so accustomed to from Forza Horizon 3. And with that said, everywhere around the map really just felt the same. It didn't evoke much emotion to the player, whether you are driving through the small town of Broadway or cruising through the city of Edinburgh. But after 3 long years, for me at least, it was my Horizon home. I knew all the streets and shortcuts to my favorite places, and there's no denying that it became my virtual backyard. Not only that, of course, the beautiful real-life architecture that Playground Games captured into the game, all the iconic monuments like the windmill, the Scott Monument, to the amazing castles. I mean, they were so incredibly accurate to their real-life counterpart that I kind of felt like I was always getting a virtual tour around Britain. Look, I know that even to this day, I still think the location wasn't the best choice for a Horizon game, but that doesn't mean I won't miss it. Maybe not right now with all of the Horizon 5 launch hype, but I know for sure, much like it was with every Horizon title, after a certain period of time, there will be moments where I will reminisce about Horizon UK. But what about you guys? Will you miss the United Kingdom, or you can't wait to step foot in Horizon Mexico? Number 2, Easter eggs. Now, although I won't miss the bugs and glitches in Horizon 4, one thing I will miss for sure are all the hidden Easter eggs that Playground Games left in Forza Horizon 4. For example, this circuit race here called the Prince's Street Gardens was an Easter egg to Project Gotham Racing 2's Edinburgh Prince's Street E-Circuit. If we take a look at a side-by-side comparison, the layout along with all the surrounding buildings and environment is nearly identical to the original Xbox flagship racer. I mean, how cool is that to design the entire city of Edinburgh and somehow manage to nicely fit a circuit which references the original Xbox racing game without anything looking out of place. Other Easter eggs also include Slate Quarry. While driving around, you won't notice anything out of the ordinary. However, if we take a look at the place from above, you can see that Playground Games have shaped its road to resemble some sort of a helmet, trooper, or even one of the motocross bikers' helmet that you race against in the beginning showcase. There are so many more Easter eggs in Horizon 4, and I will miss them for sure. Hopefully in Horizon 5 we will be able to discover some new Easter eggs around the map of Mexico. Number 3, Fortune Island. I don't think Fortune Island gets enough credit for what it is. It was the start of some very special features that were exclusive to Fortune Island in Horizon 4, and also was the birth of some permanent features that were included in Forza Horizon 5. I mean, let's take a look at the proper mountain pass here. For years upon years, we have always wanted Playground Games to include a nice toge road to drift on, and although we never got one on the main map, we did finally see one in Fortune Island, and for the longest period of time, despite being paid content, there were a lot of players online who were just constantly going up and down this road trying to get the highest score within the drift zone. Better yet, it seems as though the developers have fully embraced the long toge roads, and in Horizon 5 there will be 2 featured in the main map, one on tarmac and the other on dirt. Other features like the lightning weather effects, again exclusive to Fortune Island expansion only. I remember seeing it for the first time in the initial showcase and I was like, wow, this is incredible. And I do believe that a similar yet more advanced weather effect will also be featured in Horizon 5 2, which I'm excited to experience. And lastly, of course, is the Northern Lights or the Aurora Borealis. Perhaps a night sky feature that Playground Games may never include in a future title again. And if that's the case, then let's enjoy it while we are here on Fortune Island. So a lot of cool features began here that either became unique to the entire franchise or carried over to the future of this series, but to me, Fortune Island will always be very special and I just hope that it gets the recognition it deserves. Number 4, the fastest car. I might get a lot of hate for this, but remember, this is just my opinion and I want to share it with you all, but that Ferrari 599XX Evo. Yes, I know it wasn't supposed to be that fast, and yes, it was completely overpowered to the point where every drag lobby or top speed run, everybody would be using it. But for me, where the memory was quite fond is the discovery of this Ferrari being the fastest car and tuning the car to reach the fastest top speed. How much more could we extract from this car? Was it 320 miles per hour, 321, 322, 323? I mean, some players were even able to achieve 324 without any slipstream, which was incredible. And to be able to fine tune your car to gain that extra mile or two at those speeds is where I found this to be very fun. Now, we know in Horizon 5, this 599XX Evo has been nerfed back to what was probably meant to be its actual top speed performance, but should Horizon 5 have a super crazy top speed car throughout its life cycle, I'm all for it. It brings renewed interest to the title, especially if the game is reaching its first or second year anniversary. But let me know down in the comment section below, were you guilty of choosing the 599XX Evo in many drag races, or were you just one of those players that completely refused to use it? I would love to know. Number 5, the car list menu. So I know in my previous video I alluded to the fact that I would not miss the menu or user interface, as for me it was just too cluttered with a lot of unnecessary widgets plastered across each tab, but there will be one element in which I will miss dearly, and that is the iconic thumbnail position for the cars. This little camera angle here has been in the franchise since Forza Horizon 2, and throughout each Horizon title it pretty much became the norm, and to me, whenever I see a car in this specific view now, all I think of is Forza Horizon. Now sadly in Horizon 5, this car view will disappear. Now the new thumbnails for the vehicles are shown in this isometric view, which at this moment I'm not a fan of. Maybe it may take some time for me to truly embrace this new thumbnail, but not all hope is lost. You can still see cars in this iconic view when you are purchasing skill points for that specific car. Number 6, all the Forza Edition cars. Now since Forza Horizon 3, every Forza title after that has had their own collection of exclusive Forza Edition cars, and what makes these cars so special is that they are different to their standard variant. Usually they would have a unique paint job, body kit, tune, to even their special boost rewards too, which within the Horizon series, these special Forza Edition cars only ever appear in their respective titles. For example, we won't see the Subaru BRZ Horizon Edition from Horizon 3 featured in Horizon 4, which, I don't know, if you ask me, is a missed opportunity for Playground Games to actually produce some easy add-on content. But that's another topic for another day. However, in Horizon 4, we had some very cool Forza Edition cars like the Ford Capri, which was regarded at one point to be the rarest car in Horizon 4, the Aston Martin Vulcan, to even the Volkswagen Type 2 Deluxe. So many awesome Forza Edition cars that I'll miss dearly, and although Horizon 5 will have some good ones too, you can never truly recapture or replicate the experience of a unique Forza Edition car from another Horizon title, so therefore each Horizon car is in a class of its own. Number 7, missing car brands. I will say Forza Horizon 4 had an excellent car roster, especially looking at it now 3 years since launch. The car list has actually grown to nearly double, if I'm not mistaken, which is incredible. But sadly, many of these cars will actually not make its way into the day one car list of Horizon 5, including some huge car manufacturers like Alfa Romeo, Abarth, Fiat, Kia, W Motors, Lancia, to many more, which I don't know what happened to them. Maybe Playground Games are going to slowly re-release them throughout each monthly update, or perhaps it was genuinely a licensing problem. Either a deal wasn't resolved between Playground Games and the manufacturers, or maybe it was resolved but it was too late where the day one car list was already locked in, but then will be added later sometime in the future. I don't exactly know, but for now, I guess I'm waving goodbye to many of these car brands, and there's actually no real timeline as to when any of them will return. And lastly, number 8, Rocket Bunny body kits. Yes, this will be a huge one that I'll sadly miss, as I remember back in Horizon 3, Liberty Walk and Rocket Bunny were the two major brands that supplied the wide body kits to many cars within the game. Most of the body kits from Liberty Walk and Rocket Bunny carried over to Forza Horizon 4, but sadly in Horizon 5, it seems as though Rocket Bunny will no longer be featured in the series. Now remember, this is from playing the preview of Horizon 5, but should Rocket Bunny not carry over to the final version of the game, I will be very sad. I don't think this comes at the fault of Playground Games should it be true. I'm sure if it was up to them, they would want Rocket Bunny to be featured for the foreseeable future, but if it's something that will no longer be a part of the Horizon series, kind of like how the Ferrari 458 dropped the Liberty Walk body kit from Horizon 3, I guess it just makes those customizations that much more special. So there we have it guys, 8 things that I will miss from Forza Horizon 4. What about you guys? What will you miss about this game? Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button as it really does help me out. And there's only around a week and a half left before the global launch for Forza Horizon 5. If you want to stay up to date with everything Forza Horizon 5 related, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.